Good afternoon, folks. Today I will be discussing the methods and results of Lab Experiment 10, Unknown Organic Substance. For this lab, each student selected a random single unknown from a list of possible known compounds. Students then ran individual tests to see which compound they possessed. Two different tests would be one to be run as a IR spectrum, and the second to run a melting point on the Digimelt. The Digimelt is a machine that we had used previously in the semester. For the IR spectroscopy, a KBR pellet had to be produced using these materials. That is the mortar and pestle, and students would crush up their compound and make a mixture of their compound with KBR in the mortar and pestle, and then would put it into the press here, and then would press it there. And in order to have an accurate infrared spectroscopy, students would have to make a thin layer of a pellet, not too thick, not too thin, in order to get accurate results. They would then place this part into the IR spectrum machine, into the transmission cells as seen here, and then would run a background, and then they would run their own spectrum, and they would then receive their results. For my experiment, I had unknown AE, and my infrared spectrum and my melting point showed that it was fumaric acid C4H4O4 with a melting point of 287 degrees Celsius and a molecular mass of approximately 116 grams per mole. And as you can see, the structure there, 2 carboxylic acids and an alkene. For my IR spectrum, as shown here, you can see the peaks. Outlined in green are the carboxylic acid peaks, and outlined in blue are the alkene peaks, or sp2 hybridized peaks. And so that is why I selected fumaric acid as the unknown identity of AE. Also, once I ran my melting point, the Digimelt had a cap of 260 degrees Celsius, and my substance never melted after running it twice. So with a melting point of 287, fumaric acid confirmed my results. Thank you.